practice for the big day, he had this to say to our reporter John Helm.
I'm not so sure if it's within my grasp at Sheffield. Although other tournaments like the Goya and the UK and things like that, I've been in the semi-final, so I suppose I could get into the final.
Joe, you're holding the World Championship. Can you quite believe what you've done over the last 17 days?
Well, John, I remember talking to you 2 weeks since, and you asked me if I could win the championship. And I said I didn't think that was within my capabilities to win it, although I thought I could have got to the final. But after winning it, I just can't believe that I've done it.
You seem to have had colossal belief in yourself, especially since the turning point in that match against Terry Griffiths.
Yeah, as soon as I beaten Terry Griffiths, I knew that I could beat anybody because I'd never beaten him before. And I'd beaten everybody else. I'd played Steve many times as an amateur, and I knew I could win from there.
You've just been looking at the trophy, reading out some of the names.
Joe Davis, all the way down. 27 times.
It's now going to say Joe Johnson. Is it a fairy tale, really?
It is a fairy tale. Frank Sinatra. Fairy tales.
Terrell, what were your feelings last night watching him? Because, I mean, you were there for a change, weren't you?
Oh, I just couldn't believe it.
That was the first night you'd come, wasn't it?
Well, no, I went to see Tony. I played Tony.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it, even though I couldn't watch it. I walked around Crucible 5 times.
She had to sit in the players' bars. She couldn't come out in the auditorium because she didn't want me to see her. If I'd have seen her and seen the pain on her face, then probably I would have felt a bit nervous then. But
you never seemed nervous at all, did you, throughout?
No, I didn't feel nervous at all. I didn't feel nervous. Even when I'd won it, I didn't feel nervous. You know, I didn't jump up in the air like some people do. I just felt good, you know.
Well, if Joe wasn't exactly in the pink, he could be forgiven. The celebrations went on well into the night.
It was a performance that combined both style and inspiration. Rarely can the underdog have had such a day. Even Steve Davis had to admit he was up against a display of talent that was unbeatable on the night. Joe Johnson's wife, who hadn't been able to bear to watch a single stroke of the match, just couldn't believe it.
I mean, this is unreal, really. I was out there playing a game that I practice every day of my life, and I just try to keep it like that, a game.
So what are you going to do first thing tomorrow?
Practice.
When you do get mullered, when there's no question about who was the winner, you've really got to sort of swallow and wait for the next tournament.
Then for Joe Johnson, it was back to his local snooker club for that little drink he'd promised himself. And then a display of yet another talent.
League Challenge Cup back to the county.
The world's press wanted to talk to Joe Johnson this morning. He's become an international star overnight